Hello everybody and welcome back to another Wuthering Waves video, and this time we have a very special announcement for Wuthering Waves, my friends. That's right, as we all know, 1.3, the next update in 2 weeks, is going to be focusing on the Black Shores, but this time around, since it seems to be very important to the game, looks like they're going to go all out with the advertising because we have a special announcement right here, the Wuthering Waves special record, The Shores End, a teaser to show us what we're going to be having here. And I'll definitely be putting some stuff up. A lot of people inside the lore community, or the lore section of Wuthering Waves have done tons of analysis. I'm very appreciative of that. So we're going to go ahead and watch the trailer, see what they have to offer, as well as look at some of the notes that people have taken down. So sit back, relax, leave a like and subscribe, and let's go. Oh, I'm excited, dude. Let's see. It's interesting that they don't do live streams for everything, because that's a trend that Hoyoverse set, but that's okay. I don't end up writing everything. So this is something that we can translate with Wuthering Waves text in a moment. But yes, let's just go ahead and watch. Let's appreciate all the visuals. Hopefully at a nice shiny bitrate. Ooh, pretty. I saw a lot of screenshots of that. I'm like, wow, it is very well animated. There it is. Early title drop, okay. Oh. Yep, that looks exactly like the Black Shore structure in the beta. You didn't know in the first beta when we were trying it out. I do probably have footage of it, but this structure was available, and now, they decided to roll it back because they weren't really ready to introduce something so important. There we go. And there's that butterfly, man, the super important butterfly that's just been flying all over the place, both inside teasers and inside the main story that we always see, and we never know who it actually is. But now here we go. Oh, there's Rover and the Shorekeeper, and this should be the thing that they talked about, because other things in the trailer do reference this, but this should be their simulation of sorts, or at least the way it is. Oh, there's another Rover. Yeah, lots of characters. Will definitely pick apart who's who in just a moment. Yeah, there's the main Black Shore squad, Shorekeeper, Aalto, Encore, the Rovers, and Camellya. Oh man, I'm so excited. And we get to see both Rovers, which is amazing. Very glad that is the case. There's an important screenshot. Oh my goodness, there she is, dude. Shorekeeper? Bro. God damn, she's pretty as hell. Holy shit. Oh, and that's that's the starting point. That's where we were at the start of the game. That's funny. Oh, more stuff to translate. Black Shores. Whoa. Oh, here we go. Character reveal, I assume. Yep, there she is. She finally takes in the butterfly that's been stalking us across our journey.
It's why we are back.
Oh my god. Look at her. She's beautiful. Let's fucking go. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to see what else they're gonna bring us to, for all this stuff, because Wuthering Waves, in general, has been pushing a lot this patch again, because like I said, it's going to be a very important patch, clearly based on the marketing and all the little Easter eggs and details that we need to decipher from this. But they're also going to be at Tokyo Game Show. I don't think they're going to do anything particularly special. They will probably show this trailer and also maybe show some gameplay. That's what I assume they will do, just considering how Tokyo Game Show usually goes. Also just a lot of other games I'm very excited for. But yeah, they also announced a live stream we're talking about later. But again, wow. It's so cool that we get to see this. I will say, very cryptic, but it's great to see that, even if the lore community for this game is very small, they were able to dig out a lot of stuff. And I'll be going ahead and looking at what they have over on the side over here as well. And just, to reference that, since I'm not someone who has invested enough time into the lore, all credit will go to them, and I'm going to leave their links in the description so you can go follow them. They're either people who I personally follow or just people who are big names in Wuthering Waves community, mostly, namely Nashiro and Slato, or at Mortifi on Twitter. So those are two very prevalent names. One of them is an archivist, and the other one is just a general fan for both PGR and Wuthering Waves. But let's go on to the first few notes so we can flip-flop back to the trailer and stuff. But yes, let's go ahead, and I'm actually going to tab out like this. No more F11 shenanigans. Anyway, all right, see here. So the first thing, cool, just a neat observation that the butterfly turns into data. So we've always assumed that, like, very similar, because there's actually a crow with red eyes that seems to be stalking us on our journey as well, and that seems to be related to the Fraxidus. So this is cool that we get to see that this one, I assume the crow that is made by the Fraxidus is probably going to be associated, it's probably going to be a robot, but this one in particular seems to be a bite of Data. So she sort of sends these guys out because you see it doesn't like blow away like flames, it cripples out into Data for the Shorekeeper. So that's really cool. So that's from Nishiro. And then we go on to some of the translations, right, from the trailer itself. So we have this right here. So this is the dialogue that we found with our good friend Camellya. But they reference that there is a simulation sand table, and that's kind of what we're seeing here, because obviously a texture like this is not is not what the world actually looks like. Contrary to popular belief, Wuthering Waves is actually very colorful, but this does look like the sand table simulation, and we can see all the characters here sort of in their simulation form, which should be cool. It's really cool to see that, Aalto and Encore. Of course, there's two very important characters like Shorekeeper, like Camellya, and of course ourselves. I mean, we'll see how far we go. Again, it's a very early update in the game, so especially considering how these games are intended to run, they really do want to push them as long as possible. So I don't know how many answers we'll get, but it'll definitely be something revelational, I will say, because they are much more willing to make sure that they hone in on the main character story, because that's a common complaint for the other games. And they did give us a very significant lore bomb in 1.1. Spoilers, that we are the original master of the world, and we already know that we've come back multiple times, and we're responsible for things behind Sentinel Jue, which is very significant that you're able to influence the power of the gods. But yes, going back into it, so we can read this segment here. So this should be just something that is from the dev note. So they always release a dev note halfway through the patch cycle to kind of just update us on where they're going, keep the content interesting as it goes. But new area, Black Shores. The Black Shores is an archipelago enshrouded by mysteries and turmoil, sealed away from the world in the thick digital fog. It is uncertain when or who will lift its veil, allowing it to shoulder the task of connecting the world. And then new boss, Fallacy of No Return, a thing created by the TETHYS system, patrolling the borders between reality and digital world. So this is one of the interesting things about the whole thing about the Black Shores, is that they're an isolated, off-coast island that, is very difficult to find. And it looks like that they actually have technology to obscure themselves through the means of a digital realm. And we can see here, as Nishiro has observed, and of course, as everyone else has observed over here on Slotho's post, but this little butterfly fades into digital things. So, it feeds into maybe that, maybe these people have some technology beyond human comprehension, which is most of Wuthering Waves. But that is pretty cool, and, not unlikely inside the world. It's just so advanced, that no other civilization has been capable of being able to do it. But it looks like, so Aalto and Encore have been carrying out missions. Obviously, I don't think the Black Shores has been dormant this entire time, but they probably haven't been doing too much outside of waiting for the return of Rover, because then Camellya pops out and then the Shorekeeper pops up. So, things are getting pretty important, right? Now, we move on to the next one. We have another one of these panels here. So we saw this one over here. If we go into, let's see here, I believe it was like right about here. Let's see. Actually, I won't grab it. It is in here. You can slow it down. They make these panels very quick. We can try and hunt down for them if I can remember on top of my head. But here it is. We have a little bit of an error message, and this is where people are getting a little worried, because Wuthering Waves has been, for the most part, pretty chill. There's not too much death and destruction. It's just kind of, oh yeah, nice game, we're having fun. But PGR does have a lot of its darker moments, which is really great. I do like a story that goes deeper, has stakes, etc., which right now at present Wuthering Waves hasn't really gone there, but that's okay, because again, we just started the game. It's literally been like less than 6 months, guys, relax. Anyways, but here we go. Fail to load the TETHYS system, so the simulation's not working, so that's not good. Let's find out on the next one. This is definitely the big post, so get ready. We're gonna read a lot. So this is the thing at the start of the entire thing. If we go all the way through here, right about here, let me go back a few frames. Yeah, right about here. So credit to people who are decoding it. Again, this is decoded again by Slotho or at Mortefi. It says Alcatraz. This is their second account, so it doesn't get drowned out by the main page. But let's go ahead and go through it. Let's include the H civilization, the class TETHYS system private. This says bool. I think it says boot, because this is like computer code, right? Motion falls into level top. Void internalized framework cost. String framework name, active framework name. Void process data. Okay, yeah. So this is a lot of jargon, right? But it's probably trying to start up the simulation, right? Because that's what the whole trailer is, right? They go through the entire field of Blake blooms. They go off the coast, and then they're starting to simulate what's going on. It's cool to see that the butterfly has observed majority of things that are starting, like right here. This is the final battle with the Nerodian in Act 6 of the first chapter. So it's cool to see that, hey, it's there and it's been absorbing all this stuff. And here we can see it even in Mount Firmament, and we can see Jue over here. Yeah, look at that. Oop, a little too far. That's probably also important code. Dude, look at how much detail is happening as we go through all of this stuff. It's so much stuff that happens in such a short time. It's very appreciated by the lore community here. But let's move on to the next one. One of the documents in the buildings read, they say that new control subjects come from a distant, mysterious underground galaxy. The intricate frequencies and fluctuations indeed align with the characteristics of the He civilization, which that is one of the names from, I believe, because it's used in Genshin, right? But it doesn't have the Latin accent, so... but it is something that probably just relates to, like, hey, history reference, woohoo. Anyway, decoding is nearly finalized and provided the validation of values processes seamlessly, and I plan on activating these 2 guide crystals at a detection table on the hilltop tomorrow morning. I hope that it is time that I can witness a bridge to another civilization. A precise experimental device storing an extremely complex frequency information. It belongs to a long-abandoned bridge project of the Core Savante and is a key item to activate the detection platform. So, I don't think we'll go too far, but it is completely possible that this could be related to, we did get, hints at the Core Savante and their many, many projects. However, one of the things was that this is sort of talking about a big space, right? Or a mysterious space, and that sort of underground galaxy could totally be related to character that we see at the start of the game who gives us the tacit mark, reawakens us, and then throws us in. Because if there's some sort of underground galaxy, right, which technically this is above ground because we fall in from the sky, which also technically can categorize the ground because there is the retroact rain, which exists technically everywhere, or at least we prominently see it inside Jinzhou. However, it could extend to other civilizations, and it is a very important facet of the lore, is that technically the sky does fall upwards. So hey, maybe that is considered the ground. We'll see. But anyways, yeah, that is that one, and then we'll move on to the next one. You can see this one. So this is definitely something I have better illustrated on a different one, but this is showing that there's 3 symbols on something. And we'll go ahead and look at this over here on this one right here. So Solaris's shore equals the Shorekeeper. Solaris's tool is unknown, and Solaris's tool rover. So this is fun because it seems to be indicating either there are multiple shorekeepers across the civilizations, because blue probably represents the shorekeeper, gold represents the rover, and then the unknown element is, we don't know who that is, right? But it's either represents that there are multiple people across the civilizations who have multiple Black Shores bases, or this is implying that there's a missing key to the story that we'll uncover between these 2 updates. Because again, since Camellya is coming in the next update, I assume that the story will continue into 1.4 or to some extent, right? Maybe they won't give you like a harsh cliffhanger, but they will definitely have some sort of continuation through that means. If you know, Xenoblade. Okay, anyways. But yeah, no, that's pretty cool. And then the last one to look at is that Nashir is just summarizing that maybe we're gonna see a new Sentinel, which has definitely been a thing we've been talking about for a while, especially that Jue's arc wrapped up so quickly, because it's just like, oh yeah, snap your fingers, okay, 1.1, the game's over, it's easy. But there have been a lot of speculation of who is going to be the next Sentinel, because there is this whole thing with, like, you have some hints at maybe the next Sentinel is like a tiger, maybe it's a rabbit, we'll have to see. And we see hints and peeks at all kinds of stuff. This looks like just a normal mech arm, but there is something hiding behind in these backgrounds. We can see all sorts of stuff. And lastly, let's just go ahead and look at these quick screenshots here. Let's see here. So obviously we see our standard bunch. This is the tree from Encore's story, or sorry, the trailer, and also just it's been in the game, so that's cool. But yeah, we got female rover, we got shorekeeper, and then if we advance forward a little bit, I did see something a little different. But let's see here. Let's see. Can I get a little closer on that? Oh man, that's so far away. I'm fairly certain that it's a shorekeeper and rover. And then maybe that's the other two down there. Then what else do we have? Yeah, once again, the three trio. There we go. And then there's Encore. There's Aalto says hi, lol. And then here we go, the full squad. Okay, so there's no other mysterious character I have to worry about, of course, that will be seen in the story in about 2 weeks, which is super hype. But anyway, yeah, no, that's about all I wanted to look at. And just one more time, man. There is some stuff here that's again more PGR related, so I won't talk about it too much, but there was a scene that people saw that's like very much a tragic event, so who knows, maybe that'll happen. I don't know, I don't have too many crazy expectations, into going into this, just because, I feel like it's very early into the game, but Wuthering Waves can surprise you. You never know which direction they're gonna go with all this stuff. But yeah, that was just a quick, like, skim through again. I'll be linking all of this below if you want to check them out. It's very helpful that people do all this translation and stuff. But yeah, and also, like I said, the live stream is coming on the 20th. I don't know if I'll wake up for it. We'll kind of decide how we want to handle it, but yes, the live stream is coming, so be ready for that on the 20th. I'm very excited for that to happen. Could even be the 19th, based on my time zone. But anyway, oh man, 4 in the morning. Good lord. Oh no. Anyway, but yeah, no, we'll see what happens. Regardless, I'll definitely post it up. Gonna be finally a live stream for 30 minutes. Very exciting, but we are still weeks away. Get your Xiangli Yao, get back into Wuthering Waves. Something big is coming. Super duper exciting that we got to see this teaser and etc. And I'm very happy that they're doing this. It would be nice that every time they got a live stream and like big promotionals for every single thing. But hey, if this is how they wanted to handle it, we'll see how it goes, right? But yeah, that's enough yapping. A lot of stuff. Got to see cool stuff about the Black Shores and what's going to be coming on the 20th and possibly during the Tokyo Game Show as well. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Check out all the other content here. We're probably going to be doing Genshin in between, all this Wuthering nonsense and stuff. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.